Hey everyone, and welcome back to Art with Sienna and Olivia. It's Sienna here today, and today we're going to be drawing a super cute fox in Procreate. I'm going to be walking through it step by step, so whether you're a beginner or just looking for a fun little project, you'll be able to follow along easily. So grab your iPad, open up Procreate, and let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is, of course, make a new canvas by tapping on the plus, and you can just say screen size and making sure your iPad is in the vertical mode. Next, we're going to be turning on symmetry, and to do that, let's go to the wrench. We're going to go to canvas, turn on drawing guide, say edit drawing guide, go to symmetry, and then the default color is black, and we can just say done. And now we have our symmetrical line. And then if you go to your layer, you see layer 1, it says in little letters, it says assisted. For our color, I want to grab black. And then for our brush, let's choose a script under the calligraphy. Now we can come in here a little bit. And we're going to start about right here for our fox's head, maybe a bit more. We're going to leave this part blank because we're not going to be using symmetry for that, so we're going to have to turn it off to add a little fluff on the head. For now, we're going to draw a little line that's going to curve in like this, but of course we'll make it more bigger so we can tilt our screen. Let's make the brush a bit lower. Let's go for 9%. And then we can just make some fluff for our fox's cheeks like this. And then we're going to come down and then in like this. And then let's just come in here and then straighten out these lines because they're a bit wobbly. So if yours are too, because we're doing this freehand, you can just come in here and straighten them out. Perfect. Now we can go to layer 1, tap on it and turn off drawing assist. And then we can just come up here and do some really simple fluffs. So like this, but then make them more pointed, just like this. Make this one big, this one even bigger, this one like that. And then we can just end it right here. Perfect, now we can go back to our layer and turn drawing assist back on for our ears. And then we're gonna draw some really cute big ears, like this. It's like a really simple triangular shape. And then we're going to come on the point of the ear, then come down, and this part of the ear is going to get bigger and bigger. So like this, and then like comes in. And then let's add some fluff in the ear for some more uniqueness, just like that. Okay, now let's go for the eyes and all our fox's facial features. Let's start with the nose. So let's come up here, make a really simple nose. It's just a big kind of triangle. I want to make it a bit more wide, so like this. And a cute little smile, like that. And we can even add a little light in here, so when we color it in, it will be a lighter color. Perfect, now let's draw the eyes, and to do that, we're going to first draw a simple circle like this, and you can tap and hold, and put one finger to get the perfect circle, and you can go to edit circle up here, and move our circle around, make it bigger or smaller. We can move it around, and it will also move the other one on the other side, since we have symmetry on. So let's zoom out a bit. Let's make it a bit bigger. I think this looks good, right about there. And we're not going to be using this circle for our actual eyes, it's just kind of as a reference, because now we're going to come from the top here, and then come down to a point. So this is like the white part of our eye, just like this. And then we're going to tap the eraser, we can lower it, and then erase this inside part. This part of the circle, so now we have this nice eye shape. And then of course, let's make our pupil and the light and the iris. So we're going to draw this half circle and tap and hold. Well, for now, let's just hold. And then we can go up here to edit eclipse, and then move this part of the eye around. So we'll make it bigger. Just like that, perfect. Next, let's come up here and draw the light. So it's going to be two circles, one big, one small. So this one's going to be not so big, but that looks good. And then one smaller one like that. And this is going to be our fox's color part of the eye. Just like this. And then we can fill it into this part right here. And now we get those very cute eyes. You can add eyelashes if you want it to be a girl fox. And then let's draw some cute bushy eyebrows. just like that. It's a really simple oval shape. Perfect, that looks really good. And then also while we're at it, I want to draw the white part of our fox's face. So just a simple, slightly high line like this that comes down and meets down here and then connects to this fluff part. Perfect, so now we got our fox's face. I want to make it a bit smaller. So we can go to the Move and Transform tool, the little arrow, and just make it slightly smaller, and then make sure you move it into the center. And how you know it's the center is this vertical yellow line right here. So we can move it a bit higher, because now we need some space for the body. Perfect, so we still have Drawing Assist turned on. And then now for the body, it's going to be some simple lines that come down. You can zoom in a bit, just like, you can wait until you get the perfect line. I think that looks perfect, just like this. And then you can connect it right here. Perfect. Now I want to add our fox's legs and tail and then his underbelly. So let's start with the legs. So we can come in here and make this cute little, it's a really easy leg shape, just like this. So it's not going to connect up here. And then now for the underbelly, we can just do a really simple circle like this. And then over here to connect this line to our leg, we can just do a simple, same thing we did for the underbelly, and then kind of connect it right here and then erase whatever we have over here, this extra line. Just like that. And then let's also do this part. This is like its chest, so we have some different kind of variation. So this part is going to be white or gray. Perfect. Now I want to turn off Drawing Assist because we're going to be putting a tail and I don't want this fox to have two tails. So let's just make a really simple tail like this. It comes out and then it's pointing and then comes back over here. And let's draw some fluff over here. And then let's turn back Drawing Assist on and then come into the legs. And just draw this little black right here. So it's like the black part of the paws. Perfect. Now we can just turn off Drawing Assist, and then now it's time for our coloring. For our colors, I want to be, I have a color palette ready actually, right here. And you can find the colors in the description below as swatches. So for our main color, or orange, I want to choose this color, first color in the first row. And then we can just drag it in onto the face. Oops. You can drag it on the face and then slide to the left to close it. And then you can say continue filling up here. Oops. You can just fill in something again like this ear. And then say continue filling and then tap in all the places we want the orange. So the face, the ears, make sure you don't do this bottom part of the face because that's going to be gray. We can do this part of our fox's body, that right there, and I think that's about it. Next, I want to choose this nice light white. We can go here on this chest part, on the tip of the tail, and this part of the face right there. Next, let's choose for the inside of the ears, so the first color in the second row. You can just tap right there, and then for the fluff, it's the second color in the second row. You can just tap right here. And let's come in here into the nose and do this dark brown first color in the third row. And then the third color in the third row for the lightness. And then let's choose this nice blue, second color in the third row for this part of the eye. So this is the iris. And I'm thinking this looks really good. We have the flat colors right here. And then now, of course, let's add some shading and some light. So to do that, we're going to go to our layer menu, tap the plus, go on this little N right here, and then we're going to scroll up to multiply, which is for the shading. I always like to do shading first and then the light, so I kind of get a sense of where and what side to do each one on. So in this case, we're going to be putting the shadow on the left side and the light on the right side. So we can go back to this layer 2 and then go in Clipping Mask. And then we're just going to be going in some seemingly random places and adding some shadow. Let's start with the ears. We can grab this brown, make the brush a bit bigger. And we can just go over this part too. Just come over here and go over the fluff. And let's also grab this gray. Just like that, and then the same thing on the other side. Just come over here. The same thing we did on the other ear. We're just following this gray. Perfect, just like that. So now our ears are done. And I want to come in here in the nose and add some even more shading. So we'll grab this light color. And just go over this bottom part. Just like that. You can even take away so it's just this darker part like this. Just like that. And then of course, let's grab this white right here. It's kind of like a light gray on the chest. And then come over here under the face. And I want to add some shadow over here too. And then let's grab this orange and come over here on the bottom of her feet or on the sides. And then let's also go on the tail, so we can grab this gray and just come over here. Perfect. And then let's also grab this blue. And then just come in, oops, we grabbed black by accident. Let's grab that blue. And we can just come in here. We're gonna smudge this part of the eyes. And then let's also grab this gray. Just like that. So for the eyes, we can go to the smudge, tap on it, and then make sure it's on script. You can lower it. And then now let's just smudge all this so it blends nicely and we don't have to Gaussian blur the whole thing. So smudge is really good for just smudging or blurring little parts of your painting. And I think this looks good. Let's also add a bit more shading on this side since I said the light is going to be on the right and the shadows on the left. So we can just add some more shadow over there. And then now I think our shadow's done, we can add some light. So we can go to the little squares, the layers, go to layer 1, tap the plus so we already have clipping mask turned on, go to the N and scroll down to add. And now we're going to use Gaussian blur so it literally can just be little blobs of light. So get on this orange, just like this. Come in here, grab this gray. Just really random pieces of light that's going to be shining. I want to also put it on this eye, like this, on our nose, so we can just come on the whole thing, like that. I think this looks pretty good, and then we can go to the magic wand up here, go to Gaussian blur, and we can just blur it, this. And if you want, I want to add a bit more light over here, and up here, and also over here. You can do it again to get a nice blur. So now we get that very nice light. Perfect. Okay, so now we're on our fox, and now let's add the background. So we can merge these layers together, just like this. And then we can go to the arrow over here, and move our fox down, make it a bit smaller. Let's go for maybe that. Oh, and also before I forget, let's make sure we fill in all these white parts of the eye. So when we go in the background, it doesn't fill in. So we can just drag it in like this, say continue filling. Tap a few times to make sure you get it in, so you can't see white. And then we got our white in. Okay, so now we're going to make a new layer, layer 2, and we're going to tap and hold and then put it underneath. Next, let's grab this nice green right here. So it's, I think, the 4th color in the first row. And then we can just make this nice green color right here, just like this. You can make it slightly lumpy so it looks more realistic and grassy, just like that. And then we're going to go back to our layer menu, tap the plus, and we're going to be adding some shading and light on our grass as well. So we'll do the same thing we did, tap the N, go to multiply, clipping mask, and let's just go over here below our fox to add some shadow. And then let's blur that too, just like that, perfect. Let's also add some shadow below here. Just like that. Then let's do the same thing. We're going to make a new layer on top of layer 2. And then go to add. And then just make this light over here. We can do a little extra on the right side. And then let's just blur it. Just like that. It's so satisfying. So you can just keep going back and back. Let's go for about 46%. Okay, perfect. So we got our grass. We can merge these layers together. And then now I want to add some texture on the grass too. So let's do that, and let's grab this color right here, this darker green. So that's the 5th color in the first row. And then we're just going to be making these little cute grass-like stem thingies like this, just in various places to give it so it looks more like a grassy, like kind of grass. Just like this. And then these ones over here, these can be flowers, so we can even add some flower petals. So you can grab this kind of yellow right here. That's the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th color in the first row. And then you can come on a few of these stems over here, and then just grab some colors. So let's grab like this nice light blue, and just come in here, make these really cute aesthetic petals. This really nice magenta color. Like that. And then let's grab this darker one, just more purpley. And then also maybe we can grab this dark blue. Just like that. We can leave everything else as just little grass textures. And then now let's add the sky. So we can tap the plus, put it underneath our grass. And then let's grab this nice blue right here. That's the 3rd color in the first row. We can put our brush size to 100%. And then just go over this part right here. And then make sure you fill in all of this light. Just like this. Just cover in all of this, make sure you get everything. And then now we can add some light and shadow on our sky too. You can tap the plus, scroll to multiply, and then turn on clipping mask. And then we can go over this part over here, down here. Zoom out a bit. Zoom out a bit more. And then we can grab this darker color and do a little bit of even darker blue. And then let's blur all that using Gaussian Blur. And then now I think this looks a bit too dark now, so then we can make this, we can balance it out with some light, and we know how to do that by now. Tap the plus, click on the N, go to add, and clipping mask is already turned on. Just grab that nice blue, and then now just come over here and do as much as light as you want. Just come over here, make it wiggly and wobbly, put it in random places, and then just blur it. Perfect, so now we get that nice light blue color. Let's go ahead and do it for 100% and get out of it. Next, we can merge these layers together like this, and then now I want to add some clouds, so we can do that above the sky layer. And then just come in here and make some really simple clouds. Just like this. Come in here too, we can do some really below. And even more over there. And then let's Gaussian blur this, just slightly. Okay, maybe not that slightly. Maybe go for maybe 23%. I actually want this one in the back to be showing more. Maybe 18%, 20%, I think that's good. Next, let's also add a sun, so we can go, let's go above the clouds, because I want our sun to be above the clouds. And then let's grab this nice bright yellow, that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th color in the second row. And then draw just a nice sun right here, just like this. You can make the brush smaller. Tap and hold to get a perfect circle. We can move it around. We can also use the move and transform tool, this arrow. We can go to freeform and we can play with the size. And then we can use this to make it bigger, uniform. That looks pretty good. And I don't think we need to add some shadow on our sun. So let's also turn off this line right here in the middle. We don't need that anymore. And then we can merge all these layers together, just like that. And There you have it, a super cute fox in Procreate. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more drawing tutorials, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. And remember, liking and commenting really helps this video reach more people. So if you had fun, let me know in the comments. What should we draw next? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!